In last episode, we saw some characteristics and some forms and some test whether a document is will or not. In this episode, we are going to see what are various kinds of wills, persons who are capable of making the will, and a concept of testamentary guardian, section 60 of the Act. What are the kinds of will? As per the Act, there are only two kinds of the wills. One is a privilege will, which is given in section 65, and second is a unprivileged wills. Now, privilege wills are those made by a soldier, a airman engaged in an actual expedition or actually engaged in warfare, or any mariner being at sea, provided all of them are more than 18 years of age. And all other wills made by anybody else except above 3 are called unprivileged wills. Now, besides this, there are some other concepts, which is, let us see those. Non-cupative or oral will. Oral will or non-cupative will is not valid in India. Holographic will, written by the testator in his own handwriting. This is a very valid point. When a person writes something in his own handwriting, he very well understands what he is writing, and that's why this holographic will may have a more weightage over a typewritten will. Inofficious will. Now, when a person bequeaths his estate to somebody else who is not in no way connected with him, and he doesn't give anything to his legal heirs or akins, then it is called a inofficious will. However, if all the formalities of and legal formalities and properly executed will and attesting witnesses is there, then this will is not invalid will. Third is mutual or reciprocating will. Now, when two persons make a will, for example, person A giving all his property to person B, and in a reciprocating or mutual manner, person B giving all his property to person A, then it is called a reciprocating or mutual will. Now, in case of mutual will, marriage of one person does not revoke the will of other person. That will still remains valid. Please note. In describing the will, an adjective mutual or reciprocal is used, which denotes the contractual element. Mutual will becomes irrevocable after the death of one of them. Please note. One more concept is joint will. Take a case of husband and wife. The will made by two of them in a single document for a property which is jointly held by them, or also part of it could be individually held by them, is called a joint will. The joint will has to be executed by each testator. Please take a note. A joint will relating to joint property can only be proved only on death of both and not with death of only one testator. If one of the testator dies, the survivor can revoke his will unless he has taken some benefit of the deceased testator's property. One more is contingent or conditional will. Now, will is called conditional or contingent when it is subject to happening of or not happening of an uncertain event. It means if the event does not happen, the will does not take place. Lastly, there is a concept duplicate will. This is simply when more than one copies of the will are made and another copy may be kept with the executor or somebody. But in this case, if the testator destroys the copy which is with him, then the will gets revoked. Now let's see the persons who are capable of making the will. Now section 59 says testamendi factio. That means who are the persons capable of making will. Every person who is of sound mind and of it more than 18 years of age is capable of making will and will away his property to whomsoever he wants to. Let us see some examples. Married woman can make will of her property which she could alienate by her own act during her lifetime. That means a married woman is competent to make a will of her property. Deaf, dumb and blind persons can make a will. They are competent. The Braille language will come as an assistance to the blind persons in this case. Occasionally unsound mind person, but normally a sound mind person can make a will when he is in soundness of mind, attested by doctor, certificate of fitness. Oldness, age is not bar or incompetency to make a will. So a person of any age, provided he is in soundness of mind, can make a will. What happens in intoxicated situation? When a person does not understand what he is writing or signing a document, he is considered to be incompetent to make a will. But illness is no bar to make a will. Even a tuberculosis patient can make a will. Insane, lunatic person is considered as incompetent to make a will. However, in the period during lucid interval, when doctor certifies that he was of sound mind, he can make a will. A prisoner, a jailed person, is competent to make a will of his property. Aliens, traitors have full testamentary capacity to make a will of their own property. Thus, the criteria is a person should be more than 18 years of age, an adult. He should be in sound state of mind. He must understand what he is writing or what document he is signing. Not only that, but he can fully understand what all his properties are and to whom he is bequeathing his property and which legal heirs he is not bequeathing that property. Then in those cases the person is said to be competent to make a will. Now let's understand a concept of testamentary guardian, which is section 60. There is one exception to general rule enunciated in section 59, which says that the age must be more than 18 years. A father and he alone is competent irrespective of his age to appoint a guardian to his minor son. So we stop here today. In next episode we are going to see two concepts: attestation of a will, execution of a will, execution of privilege will, and execution of unprivileged will. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel and write to my personal email in case of anything that you would like to discuss with me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.